All right, you guys, what is going on? My name is Marcus.
My name is Ulrich.
And we are down here today in Kelowna at August Motorcars. And I'm just like over the moon if you guys can't tell. So we're just gonna hang around. I'm sure a few of you guys have seen some of these cars before, but we're gonna get, you know, up close and personal and
running commentary of what we think.
Yeah, August does a lot of cool stuff though too. They've got a corporate membership up at Area 27.
Yep, they got a race team that they're busy working on outside now, which is awesome.
This is what we were talking about earlier actually. Basically all of the front engine V12 Ferrari GT models, they all look and sound amazing.
Yes. Yes.
There's never been like a miss. Like with some of the mid-engine V8 Ferraris, there's sometimes they miss.
Yeah, but they're good with the front engine ones. They get them pretty spot on most of the time.
I mean, this is just,
it's beautiful.
There's a reason there's a sold sign on it.
Yeah.
And then right here we've got
the new R8.
Audi R8.
Now, okay, you don't really like the new gen as much as the first gen.
We're gonna touch on this.
Yeah, we have to.
We have to. Yeah.
I'll be honest. And the first gen on photos to me looks a lot better.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah.
It looks like it has more of a presence, whereas this doesn't look like it has much of a presence on video or on a photo, but in person, I definitely like it more than the first gen. Now,
you're right.
Not at first I didn't, but now it's a nice car. It's a lot more aggressive looking than the first one,
and it's so far gone. Like I feel like if you put the old Gallardo next to the first gen R8, they're a lot more similar than the Huracan in this.
Sure, yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And like you said in photos, when I first saw this thing in photos, I was like,
it didn't look impressive.
I think the first gen R8 looked better, and like people give me shit for that, but seeing it in person now here, I'm like, all right, so V10 Plus.
It's pretty neat.
It's pretty cool. I like it.
Neat.
I really like it.
It's a simple interior, actually. It's a very and I don't mean simply in a bad way. It's just like they've sort of got rid of all the redundant things you don't need. There's not really any distractions, right? It's just like.
Well, I mean, you say that distractions, and then there's
yeah, fair enough. But see, they've sort of centralized all the controls.
Yeah.
And that's most of these cars are heading towards that, though.
This is
kind of small. That's why I'm not getting in, because I don't know if I'll get out again.
And the nice thing about an R8, if you buy R8, because it's Audi, you actually have durability in your interior, and it's a more comfortable interior. I've heard it's a nice car.
Yeah, and it'll hold its value too.
It'll hold its value.
It will hold its value. German engineering.
Yep. So British.
British engineering. McLaren 570S. I'm sure you guys are on YouTube. You've seen a million 570Ss before.
Yeah.
But
still a really nice car. Like that vent going down the side. I don't know if you guys, well, you can't see it from there, but there's a vent going through the top of the door here. If you look at it from here, and it's just like all the airflow to come up over the hood, and just that makes this car beautiful.
Exactly, it's combined. Like you can see where they put thought into the aero, but it looks stunning. Like it's a beautiful, maybe not beautiful, like classic beautiful in the sense of like an F12 is absolutely gorgeous.
Right, yeah.
But the 570 has some road presence, and this is their entry level.
Yeah, that says a lot for the company. It's got the same engine as any other McLaren, really. So the potential, that's the thing about buying McLaren, right? You buy even the bottom end car. It has so much potential. Just flash these. I mean, you should flash
tuning it, flashing. They've got turbos. Yeah. It's unlimited, really. I'll already take this over the R8.
Just because the door?
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Getting into a carbon fiber tub is a completely different experience than getting into something like an R8, right?
Well, that's because you get down into it.
Yes.
This is a really tiny car. It's cozy.
It is. I was wrong about it being bigger
cozy.
in here.
No, I like this though. I like this.
But yeah, this one's got the Bowers and Wilkins.
Yeah. Okay, so here's a question for you. Like for me, if I was gonna get a car like this, obviously then the money isn't so much of an issue. I would definitely go for a nicer sound system. Just I like good quality sound. So is that something you would actually even
Oh, I would absolutely consider, yeah. Because a car like this, I would want to take from Kelowna and to Vancouver and back, right?
And you want
like a
to listen to
4-hour
something.
drive.
Yeah.
And like, oh, just look up here.
Yeah, the yeah.
These seats are pretty nice too. Are they tight for you?
Yeah, they're a bit.
This
small
is
for me.
super. This is perfect for me.
See, that's the one. Yeah, I don't consider myself a big guy, like bigger than the average person, and it's. If it was any smaller, or if I was any bigger, I wouldn't.
You just wouldn't do the McLaren way. No.
It's 2 in the morning, tears are falling. I got a feeling like I fell off a balcony.
So this is the car that I had never seen in person up until today. Spyker C8. One of 2 in Canada. This is like, look at this thing.
Yeah.
There's a reason why this one's listed for $329,000 Canadian, right? So probably less than 300 US.
So for me, I don't know if you want to show this. This is what makes the Spyker C8 absolutely gorgeous, is the detail in the interior. Like, everything is just, it looks so like bespoke, and just, it's so well done. It's so well done.
I mean, these are unreal. Like, you'd think, I think it's a supercar, I think. It's not supercar size, but it definitely has supercar presence. I mean, that...
Especially once you get on the inside.
Maybe not the fastest around a track, but it's a special car.
Yeah, it's kind of like if you were to go to Wales or like Scotland or something, you could take a fast car and rip around those roads, or you could get an old DB5 Aston Martin. It's not fast by any means, but it's the occasion of driving that car. This car is probably like, to drive this car would be an occasion all the time.
Every time.
And that's what makes this a special car, right? Yeah. It doesn't have to be the fastest car. And
the view from here is nuts.
Honestly, I'm loving this. This is a...
Oh, this is crazy. Okay, Grayson, I'm gonna shut this door if you don't mind for a second.
Dude, where's the handbrake?
Yeah, I don't know.
I found it actually. It's right here.
Oh, it's on the. You gotta reach around for your handbrake over there. All of these are like, I don't know. I mean, you're the airplane guy.
I'm the airplane. This car is just. I love this. Honestly, it's gorgeous. Like the attention to detail, like you mentioned, like the propellers on like the air vents.
The one thing that kills it for me is the steering wheel. I'm not gonna lie.
It's a little bit of a disappointment.
It looks like a Gallardo steering wheel, to be honest.
Everything looks like it was made with a purpose. You know, nothing was just sort of. Yeah, we'll take parts out of this part bin to put there. It was just everything was made for that one thing. And
yes. I don't know. I could spend hours looking over every single detail of this car.
It's gorgeous.
Yeah.
There's a 575 here.
It's a 575 Maranello.
Yeah.
Stick shift V12.
Yeah, it's.
I don't think, actually, this is probably, I think, the first time I've ever seen one of these in person.
I've never seen one.
Yeah.
I've never seen one. You know what, I'll be honest, it's not the prettiest Ferrari.
It's not the prettiest.
But to drive this car would be...
No, you guys are crazy. It's not the prettiest, okay, yeah. It's not the prettiest.
Yeah. It's gorgeous. It is gorgeous. But it's not the prettiest.
It's beautiful.
Oh, this one, however, is
isn't
unfortunately paddle.
I was mistaken. All right. Even still, though. Oh my God.
The back end on this car is just classic Ferrari.
Real Italian car right here. The back end
is
gorgeous.
The hip. This car has beautiful hips.
It does. And see, the stock wheels have like a proper amount of dish in the back, and they made a point of making it look staggered. Yep. Obviously, right?
Yep. Can we just breeze over the next car?
Now everybody's gonna know your taste in vehicles. So
no.
Z06.
No.
Z06 Here's the thing. If you're in the middle of the country and you go a week or two without seeing anything, and then you see a black Z06,
it's amazing.
It's awesome. But we're here next to a 575 Maranello. All right.
Dude, no, I will give the Z06 this. It still looks impressive compared to these other cars. But at heart, it's still a Corvette, which is nothing wrong with. It's just not a Ferrari.
You're not the person that I thought you were. You're not the person that I knew. 'Cause I've seen it now. You've truly shown your dark side.
So SLS.
SLS. This is your territory. We pulled up in your C63.
The thing, yeah, this would be like the big brother of what I have, and just for that reason, I would love to experience one. You know what? They're cool cars. It's a cool GT car.
It is.
It's a really cool GT car.
It's cool. That's what it is.
It's not. I would never say this is an amazing supercar or anything, because it's not. It's a perfect Grand Tourer.
It's a GT car, 100% through and through.
And it does it very well. But
I think when the AMG GTS came out, without it looks more. It doesn't have as much road presence, in my opinion, and the doors don't go up.
that's the big thing. That's the big thing. Like the cool. Like I think people are very split though on the gullwing doors.
You think people don't like gullwing doors?
Some people don't like them at all. So lots of people don't like the tail. Well, when I say lots of people I've talked to don't like
I'm
the
one of those
back
people.
end. You don't like.
No,
it's
no.
a little bit. It's a little bit like they could have done something more with it. You feel like?
The back end. No, what you originally said was the wing.
No. The back end, like this. I feel like a lot of people like don't like this.
I'm not the
area
biggest
of it.
fan. I'm not gonna lie.
No, fair enough.
I'm not the biggest fan of the back end of
The
the
Black Series, I like.
Well, yeah, because it's got the the air
Yeah.
vents on the side and the fixed wing, obviously.
Yeah. But I'll admit, with like just normal SLS, when the wing's down,
Yeah.
doesn't.
Unless,
do
well,
much.
profile view is nice still.
Yeah.
Perfect. Yeah, that's your SLS for you there.
Oh,
bud.
it's just thanks. Look, it's
Jump
the same
in.
key my car has.
So those, when you hit unlock, they should pop out,
pop
and
out,
then
okay.
yeah.
There you go, bud.
See, there you go.
It's so cool.
I love these doors so much.
So, as you all can see, I upgraded my car.
We arrive in a C63 AMG. Similar interior, but this is totally different.
This is a wide car. This is a really wide car.
We're far away. Like, oh
Yeah.
man, I could just like lounge out in this thing.
Nothing overly exciting about it.
But you're right. It actually has the old steering wheel.
Well, I don't like these. I'll be honest. I don't like the steering wheel. Like,
Cars get dated, people.
yeah, they get dated, and that's the one thing for Mercedes that up until recently, they've been lagging for me a lot in interiors. The interiors came out and looked dated when they were new.
Mm-hmm.
And so recently they've changed that, I would say, and I only just looked out the hood, or out the window, and noticed small window, and this enormous, like, it's just enormous, it just goes on forever, but in a good way, like, it's not it's a cool car.
Yeah, it's a spaceship. And you got a trunk in the back too.
Yeah.
That's a GT car for you. Same with the F12, like you've got a trunk.
That you can actually use, like, it's a proper size trunk.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's a cool car.
I'm a fan.
So this is kind of a warm-up for what we're about to get into.
Yes.
Yeah, should we?
Let's jump in the Ultimate GT, the 599.
It's a beautiful car.
It's really big.
It's big.
This thing is
wide.
huge.
It's really wide.
It's got a tow hook too, factory tow
Yeah.
hook on there.
Now this is arguably one of my favorite Ferraris.
Yeah, we've talked about this at length. 599 GTO. I know it's one of your dream cars.
Yeah, definitely.
What would you take, F12 or 599? They're very similar. Transmission, obviously, in the F12 is going to be way
See, I was gonna say the F12. The F12. I would. This looks better to me, but actually, you know what? That's a really hard question. I don't know. I don't know.
I'm torn, honestly,
don't
because
know.
when I look at one of these, every time my jaw hits the floor. But the F12 it's probably well, personally, I've said this before, I think the F12 is currently the best looking car Ferrari makes at the moment.
Sure, yeah.
That's just me.
Okay, I haven't seen one in person, so hard to tell, but the replacement for the F12, which I can't remember, the Superfast, that is a drop dead. See, it's not actually, again though, that's not a beautiful car. It's a really aggressive looking car, but I wouldn't say it's really like a classic Ferrari that's beautiful, you know? Like,
sure,
something
yeah.
that is like the 599.
Yeah.
So, this is the first time I've ever gotten into a Ferrari. This is a lot of firsts for me, but
599 GTB.
yeah, big car actually.
This is just as big as the SLS inside. Although the hood is not so much. Well, maybe I'm short. But you can see like the wheel arches a little bit there.
I like that though, because that's the one thing with the SLS. I feel like it would be kind of hard at first to place the front wheels, but with the arches, it kind of gives you a bit more of a.
Yeah, so this is 2010 599 GTB. And these things are going to, I would imagine, just go up in value, and they're like rare, even though it's not a manual, but it's a 599. I don't know. Ferrari, look at this. It has a plaque thing that says Ferrari 31 Formula 1 world titles. It's like,
See those
we
bragging
know
rights?
what's up.
We've done our homework.
Okay, you gotta come sit here. You gotta come sit here.
I gotta
Come
go
on.
sit there?
Yeah, go sit in the Ferrari, the
okay.
driver's seat. What do you think?
This is a good place to be. Like, this is a good office. This is a good office.
It's not bad.
Something as simple as the holy shit handle that they have here.
Yeah,
It's
this is a
elegantly
real
done.
holy shit
It's
handle,
but it's
yeah.
elegantly done. You know, they didn't just put a handle there. They're like, no, we'll make it.
But yeah, like the whole carbon fiber that goes up here, like Ferrari does stuff that no other manufacturer does.
No.
I don't know.
But I don't
it's
think
so
anyone else could
cool.
really pull it off.
No. And this revs to just over 8,000 RPM. And a V12.
And it probably sounds glorious for all 8,000 RPM.
Oh man, this is.
So it's the Ferrari 430 Berlinetta. Now, okay, this one is not stock whatsoever.
No.
Because on their website they mentioned that this has about $70,000 worth of modifications to it.
Yes. Yeah.
430s, I love the 430. Just for some reason I've always liked it. It's not nearly the most aggressive looking Ferrari out there. Not the fastest Ferrari.
Yeah.
Mid-engine V8, rear-wheel drive, stick, I believe. I don't know if this one is, but
I doubt it.
no, this one's not. But just something about this car, I don't know. I can't tell you what it is. I think it's just the roof slope, the intakes on the side. It's just. But then you have like the classic Ferrari, sort of like, you know, the double taillights that just.
It looks like the Enzo too. The Enzo had that.
Yeah, and then that's the best part. I think that's why I like it. Just because you look in there and you can just see like the entire subframe and just V8 goodness of Ferrari.
When we got in the 599 too, and the 430
Yeah.
also had, you know, the engine start and stuff, but this has a lot more. Suspension settings, turn signals too. It doesn't have any signal
I
stops.
don't know if I like that idea. Turn signals on your steering wheel. It's kind of.
It's like a motorcycle.
You know what? It's a little bit cozier than the 599.
It is. It is. You're
But
right.
in a good way. The 599 is almost a bit too open, if that makes sense. Like, it feels kind of like awkwardly spacious. Whereas this is like, it's tighter, but they've made it just, I don't know. It feels really
And
good.
the tack is like pushed further back into the dash.
Yeah,
Like,
that
it's-
looks cool actually. It's the perfect eye height as well. Damn. Ferrari, yeah, they know what they're doing.
This is great.
This is a wonderful car.
Thank you so much, August Motorcars. We love you.
We do.